Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Rosie, and thank you so much for taking a moment out of your busy day to spend a few moments with me. I really appreciate it. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. So we are going to need a few pieces of paper. First, we're going to need one piece of 10 inches wide by 5.5 inches in height. This is going to be for the outer portion of our box, so keep that in mind when you're picking your pattern. Then we're going to need a piece for the inside part of the box or the part that slides in and out. You're going to need a piece that is 7 3/8 wide by 5.25 inch wide. Then you're going to need a piece of acetate that is 4.5 inches by 2.5 inches. And then it really doesn't matter. I wouldn't use cardstock or any kind of scrapbook paper for this because it's truly just going to be thrown away. I just took a piece of scrap white cardstock that I have and just cut it in the size of 4 by 2. The reason is this is what we're going to use to cut the window out of the top of our box. Okay, so let's start with our outer portion of the box. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our 10 inch wide by 5.5 inch height, and on the 10 inch side we are going to score at 1 inch, 4.5 inches, 4.5, and then 5.5, and then at 9. So that's all we're going to do for scoring on this one. Okay. And then we're going to bring in our 7 3/8 by 5.25, and we're going to place it in the scoreboard at the 7 3/8 side. And on this side, we're going to score at 7/8 of an inch. So that's 1 notch before the 1. We are going to score at 6 3/8. And then we're going to turn it to the 5.25 inch side. We're going to score again at 7/8 of an inch. And it's at 4 3/8. Sorry, 4 3/8 of an inch. Okay, and that's all the scoring we're going to need to do. So let me get rid of that. Let me put these aside. Let's work on our outer, let me see, I'm looking for my bone folder. I wanted to use the other one, but I don't know what I did with it, so we'll just use this one. That's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this one. This is the bigger one, the 10 inch one. So all we're going to do is let's start to fold on the score lines. We'll do that, and then we're going to do this one. That would be the 4.5. Then we'll do the 5.5. Okay, and the last one, which I believe was the 9, and we will score at that. Please don't look at my nails. My nails are horrible. I have to go next week to go and get them done. Okay, so if you fold it where we just folded and you kind of put it together, this is what it should look like. Just going to slide in and out, just kind of like a belly band. Okay. So now that we have it open, we are going to just cut a rectangle out of the top so that we have a clear window. So let's go ahead and bring in our 4 by 2 piece, and all we're going to do is just trace around it. Okay, and we want it to be in the middle, and I am going to turn this a little bit towards me so I can see a little better. All right, I'm going to try and get it in the middle. And let's see. Okay, and we're just going to trace it. And of course I just moved it. Okay, it's early in the morning over here. Alright, let's see if I did that right. I did move it. So let's just see if I can join my lines together. Okay, now you can use an X-Acto knife, a finger blade if you have it. I'm going to use my finger blade. And let me just see if I can find a smaller ruler, which I know I have. Let's see. Oh, I want... Alright, I'll just take this one. I was on a ruler kick for a while, and I ended up buying all kinds of different ones, so... Okay, so then all we're going to do is we're just going to cut alongside our marks. Alright, there's that. And making sure that it's even. Now make sure that when you're cutting, that you are cutting on a self-healing mat or something that can withstand your cutting. I'm using a self-healing mat. That's why I'm not worried about cutting underneath. Alright, let's do the other side. Hopefully I'm in frame here. Okay, let's see, get my blade down and there. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, let's do the other side. That was a lousy cutting I just did. Ugh. Oh well, what are you gonna do, right? Hey, it's homemade. Rarely, no matter what anybody says, rarely is anything that is homemade absolutely perfect. There's always something that you could have done differently or would have liked to have done something different. Okay. Let me just bring in my scissors and I'm just going to cut any pieces that I didn't do, like the corners. Okay. Oh, okay. That was pretty good. Oh, and it looks like I have this little piece here. Okay. Alright, not too shabby. Could have been a heck of a lot better, but that's okay. I'm not going to get upset about it. Alright, now let me just... So I see a little bit of my pencil mark here, and I'm just going to lightly just erase that. Comes right out, doesn't hurt the scrapbook paper. Make sure none of my other lines you can see. Okay. Let me see, I think I can see a little bit here. Okay. Now there is, because I don't know if I want to call it a perfectionist, but things like this irritate me. I do see a little bit, oh, let me see here. Right there, it's slightly off. So let me go ahead and just even that out. Okay, all right, we're good. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to put down that acetate. So let's go ahead and bring in our 4.5 by 2.5 piece of acetate. Now, if you don't have any, don't worry about it. You can either leave it closed and maybe put some embellishments on top. So instead of having a window, you can just leave it like that and maybe decorate the front. You can do that as well. So don't worry about it if you don't have any. But what I do, and let me just show you this real quickly now. For a while, I did, when I heard about acetate, I had to go out and buy all kinds of acetate, right? We're crafters, that's what we do. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, when I first heard about acetate, I was going out and I was purchasing. I mean, look at how much. It's totally ridiculous. Look at how much acetate I have. I mean, there's got to be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 packages of acetate. When in all actuality, you don't even need to buy one. And I'll tell you why. Let me put this away and I'll tell you why. All right. I mean, it's good that I have it. It's not like it's going to go to waste and, you know, it's fine. But then I got smart. Every time you purchase something, it comes in a clear package, right? Cut those plastic, those clear windows out of your packages. And there's your acetate. You spend nothing. You were going to buy the item that you were going to buy anyway, right? So now, whenever you do that, just cut it out. I have them in all different sizes. I mean, I keep them all. Here you can see I still have a sticker. Let me see here. You can see I still have a sticker on something that I purchased. Brush in wall. I don't even know what it is, but it's some sort of craft. But anyway, I just cut that out. Save yourselves the money. There are certainly some things in the crafting industry that we have to buy the crafting item, but there are so many ways that we can get what we need without having to spend. And I hope that on my YouTube channel, I am going to be showing you each and every way that you can save, because I'm all about saving. So there's your first one. Don't throw away the packaging. It takes less than a minute to cut it all out. And don't worry about it being perfect. Don't worry about it, the size. Look, here I even kept the tab. You know how like sometimes in the packages the tab goes in and that's how you close it? I even cut that out because I can make a shaker out of that. I can use a mini window for that, maybe for a little box. You don't know. The ways that you can use this truly are endless. So, okay. So let me put this back here. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring in our box. Alright, so then what we want to do is we want to make sure that we put some tape all around the edge of our window. And I'm just going to go back. Now you can certainly use glue as well. There's no reason why you can't use glue. I just happen to have this handy and I felt like using tape, but you do what is most comfortable for you. Okay, now we're just going to release that paper backing. All right. Let's see here. So have you been making any boxes lately with either St. Patrick's Day or Easter that's coming up? I'm sure we're all going to be having all kinds of cute projects in the works, right? And for me, when I give out my little holiday treats, like Easter treats, you know, it's great to give them the treats itself. But to me, I just love to give them something in a cute container. Just, you know, it adds that little something, that little bit of love. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our piece of acetate. You see it there. Now, we have cut this down to be just slightly bigger than the window itself. We don't need it to be any larger. Okay. So now we're just going to put it down. Let's see here. Okay, that's all that it takes. Let's just make sure that we really press it down well. Okay. So now let's see here. So I'll turn it to see. Oh yeah, see there you can see that our acetate is in there. So now whatever we put in the box, we can show. All right, let's go ahead and close this up. So let's get some glue, some tape or glue, whichever you prefer. I am going to use my good old trusty tape runner. All right. Okay. Make sure that we burnish it really well. We don't want it coming undone. All right. So there is so this will be the outer box. Now certainly if you had double-sided paper, you could see the inside of the paper, but that's okay because we have a sliding box that we're just about to make. So let's go ahead and bring in our next piece, which is the 7 3/8 by 5 1/4. We did our scoring, so let's go ahead and just fold on all the score marks. So we'll score on all 4 sides. We'll fold on all 4 sides. Okay. So tell me, do you have any plans? I don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day, to be honest with you. Outside of giving little gifts, I don't go out. I know some people like to go out to the pubs, to the bar, and have a great time. I don't know. I guess I'm just not into that anymore. Okay. Now that we have folded on all 4 sides, we're going to make some slits. We're not going to cut any pieces out. We are just going to. So let's do the first corner here. So you see the first corner, right? There's the slit here. We are going to cut from the bottom up to the score line. We're not going to go past the score line, okay? So okay. So see that? We're just basically releasing this because this is what we're going to use to hold the box together. So again, we're going to do it on the opposite side. Oh, I can't wait to go do my nails. It seems like it comes quicker and quicker. And again, we're going to do the exact same thing to the next. How long does it take it? If you guys go and do your nails, how long does it typically take you to have to go again? It seems like I'm going every 2-3 weeks. My nails just grow so fast. Okay, so here we have it. So we have released the tabs on all 4 sides. Okay, so now I want so let's think about this. I want my blue to show I want my blue to show. So I want to, I'm just refolding this because when it's in my box, I want the blue to show. Had I have done it this way, then the white would show. So that's why I'm going this way and folding up. Okay, now all we need to do is we are just going to add some tape just to those tabs. Don't run out on me now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. A little on my mat, that's okay. These self-healing mats are awesome. Okay, so now we're just going to, so we have this, right? We're just going to fold it up and then place it together. Okay. Oh, too far. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We're going to flip it up a little bit, like this, and place it edge to edge, right there. Okay, then we'll press tightly. We'll do the same thing. So we'll go edge, see if I can do that like that, edge, oops, oh, that worked out. Let me do it again. Edge to edge, and press it down really well. You don't want that coming undone on you. Okay, again, we're just going to go edge to edge. Okay, and the last one. I mean, this really couldn't be any simpler. And once you get the hang of it, I think it truly does take you having to kind of get your bearings as far as like the rhythm of it. But once you do, it's perfect. Okay, so there is our inside of our box that's going to slide in. So let's move some stuff out of the way. Now this should be, if I calculated it correctly, this should go right into our box. And there you have it. Now of course you see the blue inside, but you can put all kinds of different things in there. See, there's from the side, and then we can go ahead and we can decorate this. But what a great idea. I first was gonna do, it took me a long time, I'm not gonna lie. It took me a long time to figure out just the right measurements and just the right size that I wanted to do. Let me show you something else that I did. So in working it all out, I was gonna make one this size, which I actually still might. I mean, this is a great little box. I mean, you can fill quite a bit of stuff in here. But I was like, well, you know what? Maybe just a tad bit smaller. Maybe not so large, am I right? So that's when I kind of backed it down a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Let's do one maybe this size. Okay, everything is trial and error, right? Okay, guys, so I am back. I had to step out real quickly and attend my Bible study, which I do every Friday morning. I attend Bible study at my class. So anyway, so we're back now, and we're ready to finish off this little box that we've made. The only thing, I started to do this, forgot to turn on the camera, but I made this little flower here, and I just attached it to the corner. Can be used any which corner you like. I was going to place something right here, but then I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, it may just take away from it, from whatever it is that you're going to place inside. So, what I should do is I should tell you what paper collection I'm using. So for the box, I am using Paige Evans Horizon collection. I don't have any of the embellishments or die cuts that came with this collection. I only had 2 paper pads, but I have used this collection multiple times. As you can see, I don't have very much left. I will be tearing apart this page in a little bit. Alright, so that's the collection that I'm using, and part of the cut-aparts, I saw that there was this little Happy Today sentiment. It's small, which I like because our box isn't that large. So I decided that I would use this. I went ahead, oh, I already put it back, but I used my We Are Memory Keepers multi-hole punch. Placed a little hole. It's a lot smaller than normal. And what else? I think that's it. I just went into my embroidery floss section and I pulled out some yellow. I thought the yellow might actually kind of work nicely with this collection, make it a little bit brighter. Oh, and I will mention this to you. So I had, when I cut out my acetate, I had wrote down on a Post-it like I normally do, like the dimensions and anything like that. Well, I noticed, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the imprint of my numbers actually imprinted onto my acetate. So just be careful that if you're using acetate, don't write on something on top of your acetate because it may actually transfer. You can't see it. And I think once I fill it with whatever it is that I'm going to be filling it with, you won't even notice it. Okay, so there's that. Now, what I was thinking is we could use some of this embroidery floss and just kind of wrap it around the box a few times. Not really like a belly band, just something very, very loose. So let's see here. How much do I want to have left over for a bow? I don't know, I think maybe this much. You could decide once you make your box how much of the floss you'd like to keep to make a bow. Okay. So let's see, I'm just going to wrap it around a few times. Let me get this like this. And let's see, we'll wrap it around a few times. Well, let's see here. I could do 3 times with this much left over. And that's still kind of cute, actually. I like that. Now we could do it this way, or we could do it the other way. This way I like because it holds in the sides. Okay guys, so there is your sliding gift box with an acetate window so that you can see inside your gifts. Now remember, this can be done for any season, any holiday, any occasion. All that's different is the paper, so we can think outside the box and say, okay, well, what can we do? What can we do? We could also, if you wanted to, you could add a flap page so that you can flip up that page and then the acetate is there. You can add all kinds of border around the window. There's tons of different things that you can do. Oh, I just noticed that my Band-Aid matches my bow. Okay, there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's project, today's video. If you did, please hit that like button and comment down below. Let me know if you have, if you give it a try in making one of these sliding window boxes. And also, you know, oh, let me just tell you, the finished size of the box is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 by 4, I think. 5.5 by just about 4. So that's a pretty good size to place treats. And remember, you can make these in any size at all. You can make it for whatever it is. If you know what you want to give, make your box around that. Just update your dimensions. Alright guys, again, if you like this video, please hit that like button and definitely subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to be sure you are notified when I upload new videos. Alright guys, thanks so much for taking a few moments out of your busy day to spend it with me. I really appreciate it. Alright guys, until the next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep it creative.